Come on in. This is Jessica Simpson Taylor with Connected by Heartbeat. And it's Monday again, and we are live. We are here to talk about the name game. I cannot believe that it is about 2 weeks away when we will pull our first name. And for those of you that have been following, when we got started, this box was empty. But we are filling it with about 600 names. And we are looking forward to extending our friendship summit to online. So while I am prepping, getting everything together, I decided to come on live and talk to you about the name game and just various conversations about connecting with other people. So that is what Connected by Heartbeat is all about. We have social media, and we know the majority of us laugh and connect with people, hear people's stories online. But Connected by Heartbeat is about taking those relationships a little step further. It's about really thinking about the relationships that you have, whether they're friendships, whether it's a relationship between parent and child or between spouses, that we're intentional about the relationships that we have. Maybe we've lost some relationships that we really wish we could that we could gain back, right? So I had to block that call. Somebody was calling, so sorry about that. Um, Friendship Summit we did earlier this year, and it was just eye opening, even to me, to understand the need that people have in relationships and their friendships, and just the desire to connect to other people. And that's our whole mission. I want to help people be connected and be emotionally enriched. And things that I've done to do that with the Friendship Summit, we had two panels, and one was all men talking about friendships amongst men, and we'll continue that conversation quarterly in 2025. And also we did a kind of a mixed panel where men and women were talking about the evolution of friendship. Our definitions of friends have changed through the years. Our selection of friendships has changed through the years. In 2025, we're extending that with a little curveball. So starting in January, the second Sunday at 4 o'clock every month, we're doing a friendship summit with women who were born in Africa who now live here in the United States. And they'll be talking with African American women that were born and raised in the United States, and just closing the gap between our communities. So I'm super excited about that. So not only are we extending the Friendship Summit through the name game, we're also doing it on Zoom for the women of African descent as well as men. So we're going to continue all those conversations, and the name game is the first one that's coming up, right? Because that first full week in January, I'll be pulling a name out of our little box. And then what this allows us to do is, let's say I pull the name Nicole. Anyone that has the name Nicole can join us on a call later in the week. And it'll be a Zoom call so we can turn our cameras on and actually interact and just see what other things you might have in common with someone that also shares your name, and play games and win prizes. Like that's what I'm there doing. So now, as I'm prepping, I thought it would come online and just kind of chat about different topics. So I think this is maybe week 7 or so that we've been coming on here on a weekly basis and talking about the name game. We've chatted about different customs or traditions that are done around Christmas, just to build some activities and ways that you can build memories with your family. And I've shared with you some of the ones that my family and I have done in the past. So I'm going to call out some of these names just because I like to share with you some of the names I'm pulling out. I see Evelyn and Faith here as I'm cutting these. I see Eli. Wow. That's special because that's actually my dad's name. So he made it in. Elijah's here. Emily. So there's male and female. I see Elizabeth in these. Ethan is in here. Philip, um, Francisco, Frank, Fatima. All those are some of the names that we're prepping with today. So my goal is we have one more Monday before we pull our first name. So I will have all of these cut up and done by then so that everybody's name gets to go in the box. And we will pull them weekly through 2020 and 2025 and allow you all to win some prizes and have some fun. We'll do several different games and giveaways just to allow us to connect. I mean, I know that phone call is not going to necessarily, make you have a friend with your name, but what it does allow us to do is just have some fun. And today there's so many sad stories in the news. There's so many things negative that happen that it is just good for us to have something that we can look forward to, something fun to break up the work week, just to laugh. When things are bad, sometimes it's hard to find the laughter and the joy in life, but just collectively coming together as a community and, finding the comedy in who we are every day. And maybe we're learning a little trivia along the way in some of the games. You never know. And then, of course, we're going to have some good prizes for you all. And I will send those out as we get winners from the games throughout the day. So I know today is the Monday before Christmas, right? And if you're like me, you still have not finished your Christmas shopping. I have not. 2 days left. And so I know I still have to run around and do some of that today. But I would share with you one more thing. The last few weeks, we've been talking about traditions and things that we do to build memories. So I will share one last thing with you that I've done a few years, and it was a lot of fun. We even did it during COVID, and it's that kind of mirrors the Christmas party that my children host every year that I think I told you about. Um, but I did like a friendship brunch. So I enjoy baking and cooking, especially breakfast items. Like breakfast is my favorite meal. So I did brunch and invited ladies over for brunch. And we had all kinds of various foods, but that was really nice. Everybody enjoyed it, and that was really fun. So if you enjoy cooking, or even if you don't, you can always order some things in and have people come over. And if you want to have a little libation with it, you of course can do that, and just sit around and have some fun conversations, some topics to talk about, especially if the ladies don't know one another. You can always do things to get them to questions and answers, or little games to get people to get to know each other a little bit more. So that's always fun. So that's another thing that I've done that I enjoy doing, and my guests also enjoy. Look, we are down to just a few more pages just to make it even. I think I'll cut up one more as I say Merry Christmas and have a wonderful, safe, and happy Christmas. And then come join us in January for the name game, where we will be picking a name every week and then inviting everyone with that name to a call where we can play games and give away prizes and get to see one another and chat along and see what else we have in common. So have a great Christmas. Be safe. Enjoy your family. This is Jessica Simpson Taylor with Connected by Heartbeat, where we are always wanting to help people make stronger connections and be more emotionally enriched. Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye. All right, Instagram. Have a great one. Bye, YouTube.